Hey guys, today I am going to discuss The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. In this particular session, I will discuss stanza explanation of the poem and summary of the poem. Let's start. Explanation of stanza 1. In the fourth stanza of this poem, the poet says that there are two roads in a jungle going to different directions. He feels sorry because he is unable to travel on both these roads. He has to choose one of them. The two roads symbolize two different choices in life which we have to make. The poet notices that one of the roads bent over there and disappears into the undergrowth. Explanation of stanza 2. After deep thinking, the poet leaves the one and decides to select the other path. He is happy at the decision of this path. As the path is beautiful with grass, it is less traveled by the people. The people traveled here were all the same. Explanation of stanza 3. The poet says that both the roads are covered with leaves that morning because they look unchanged. The poet seems regretting slightly somewhere for his decision and is wondering if he will ever get to come back and take the other roads. Explanation of stanza 4. Years from now, somewhere in the future, the poet feels that he will look back and decide whether the choice he made was the correct one or not. This may be indicating that making a choice out of two objectives is responsible for our future, and that makes all the difference. Now, we are going to discuss summary of this poem. The poem The Road Not Taken is written by Robert Frost. This poem is full of wisdom. The poet has observed life closely and is sharing his experience with his readers through this poem. Once the poet was walking down the road. Meanwhile, he found a diversion when two roads diverged in different directions. Now the poet had to make a sharp decision to choose one path only. He observed the two roads closely. He had to choose one of them, as he could walk over one of the paths only. After deep thinking, he chose the one seemed less walked over. The poet kept the other one for some other day, although he knew well that he would never be able to walk over it. No, he started walking on the road full of grass. The grass showed that the road was not used much by the people. When the poet covered some distance on the road, he realized that both paths were almost the same, not much difference between them. Robert Frost gives us a lesson in this poem that life is not easy to go on. Sometimes we have to choose one between two. So it should be kept in mind that the decision should be taken after deep reflection. Though every decision has some advantages and disadvantages, but we have to try to choose the good one. That's enough. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel AR English Lab. Thank you. Bye-bye.